all the good work that our friends at the SEC.
I don't know why.
All the good work that our friends at the SEC.
I don't know why.
We believe that the blockchain revolution, what we're doing, actually works from revolution from within rather than from out. We want to work with banks and regulators and governments to be more efficient, and we invest a lot of time in doing so. Now, we get a lot of arrows because of that, because
you take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
What's up, XRP fam? What's up, Crypto Ghost? It's the Bagman, the Moon Commander, back on the spaceship, chilling up here on Mothership 589. How's everybody doing out there? Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra bullishness. Go ahead, throw on those shades, buckle up, and let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. Total cryptocurrency market cap down 1.6% at about 1.8 trillion. XRP sliding down to the mid 70s, 76 cents, down about 3.3% in the past 24 hours. Taking a look at the altcoin season index, slipping down into a Bitcoin season into a 27. We need to be above a 75 for it to be a full-blown alt season. Last time we hit the altcoin season levels was around mid-January 2022, falling back down into a Bitcoin season. The XRP rich list is now down and will not be back up by we say when. He says he does not have time, or rather time I have, but choose to spend it on building other things like the XRPL Labs. With the entire XRPL Labs team, Sum, and the entire Sum app ledger ecosystem. He also says there's no conspiracy example to hide any information here. All the information on the XRP ledger is public anyway, and anyone with some coding skills can fetch all the information, and the source code to fetch the information to build this project is available on the GitHub. So if anybody out there wants to pop up a new rich list. David Schwartz, some interesting tweets in the past couple days, and usually when that happens, we either go up or we go down. Now, most recently, David Schwartz saying, finished making some network upgrades. We are now at full strength. Also, he's saying recently, I'm happy that BTC is on sale, and I'm not going to be sarcastic on Twitter today. And also, if this tweet gets fewer than 10 likes, he will be flipping the switch. Watch out for XRP. Ripple CEO says legal memos prove XRP is not a security. And it says, although we believe that a compelling argument can be made that the Ripple's credits do not constitute securities under the federal securities laws, given the lack of applicable case law, we believe that there is some risk, a bit small, that the Securities and Exchange Commissions disagrees with our analysis. XRP USDT, despite the fall, XRP is looking much stronger than other coins. XRP keeps trading in a wide channel between the support at 74 cents and resistance at 91. At the moment, the rate is located close to the bottom line, which means that the bears are more powerful than the bulls to a certain extent. If the pressure continues and the daily candle fixes around 74 cents, there's a high possibility of seeing a breakout and a further price drop. The truth is out. Ripple looks to net groundbreaking win following the unsealing of the 2012 legal XRP memos. RippleNet memos. Blockchain backer says we arrived. Bitcoin price chart completes fractal. Story time for a retrace and the altcoin market. XRP crypto wolf attorney John Deaton said the next ruling will be the biggest decision in the XRP lawsuit if Judge Netburn ultimately rules that the emails must be turned over is huge. Unsealing of the Ripple Legals documents cemented what the XRP community known all along. People innocently ask why isn't ETH a security, but XRP is when they both did essentially the same thing. Not the same. XRP legal strategy, be transparent and do everything within the scope of the law to be SEC compliant. Do not hold unregistered securities offerings. Ethereum's legal strategy, dodge the SEC by establishing in Switzerland and hiding the identity of well investors in unregistered securities offerings. This is all a show to shake you out of the greatest digital asset. Jeremy Hogan says Perkins and Coie wrote the legal memos for Ripple back in 2012. Perkins and Coie assisted Hinman's draft. His 2018 Ether is no longer a security speech. Perkins and Coie website then posts that the other senior officials and that the chair of the SEC are in the growing Consensus. Strange coincidence, but my wife looked at this morning and thought of something I had perfectly thought of. If the guidance Ripple followed back in 2012 is perfectly in line with the Hinman speech, she then argued it so well that I made her do a video with me. Riz XRP, straight fire. The truth always surfaces. Thank you, Attorney Jeremy 1 and Mrs. Hogan.
Legal memo addressed Ripple's initial business strategy, and this is what it said about the initial business strategy. Looking at the second page, Roman numeral 3, paragraph A. If sold to investors who provide founders with the capital necessary to launch and operate new coin, which later became Ripple, the coins will likely be considered securities and subject to regulation under federal securities laws. So Ripple must have just ignored this advice and moved forward anyways, right? No, in fact, Ripple instead took this advice and came up with a revised business plan, which included not making sales of XRP to individual retail purchasers, but only to wholesale exchanges, and instead focused on obtaining private equity funding in order to build out the XRP ledger. And then, after making those changes to its business plan, Ripple went back to the law firm and received the October 2012 memo. And here is what that memo concludes. Looking at page 4, we believe that a compelling argument can be made that Ripple credits, which would become XRP, do not constitute securities under federal laws. Given the lack of applicable case law, we believe there is some risk, albeit small, that the SEC disagrees with our analysis. Well, now, as we know, the SEC did not disagree with that analysis and did not state that XRP was a security, despite knowing exactly what Ripple was doing with XRP, all the way until it filed the lawsuit 8 years later. And then going back to the memo for a minute. Later in the memo, under the legal analysis section, the memo states, we understand that the primary reason for purchasing Ripple credits, XRP, is to facilitate online commerce, not to engage in speculative investment trading. As such, given the commercial nature here, Ripple credits, which is XRP, should not be considered securities. And so, Judge, Ripple followed the legal advice contained in the October 2012 memo to a T. And later in 2018, Director Hinman's 2018 speech actually reinforced this legal opinion that Ripple had been provided 6 years prior. And then it reached out and discussed what it was doing with the SEC.
John Dean says go to Crypto Law US and watch the short video clips contained in our video library timeline. One video has Lubin using language contained in Hinman's speech, except it's before the speech was given. Other clips show Lubin predicting that the SEC does before doing it.
Yeah, so one could imagine a fairer playing field for different retailers, for different kinds of services, for advertisers, where people just have greater control and agency.
So one of the things that the blockchain and the crypto market in particular gets saddled with are these very high-profile scandals and mistakes. From
Does that still happen?
It does still happen. I imagine it's going to continue to happen.
Even with all the good work that our friends at the SEC,
I don't know.
All the good work that our friends at the SEC.
I don't know why they're not on top of this.
It feels to me like so many more projects are doing their legal homework now. So there's still a bunch of activity, but
The Ethereum friends over at the SEC, picking winners and losers when we have the standard ready to go. No upgrades needed. This is why Ripple, XRP are hated. Also, you have to ask, with a company that welcomes and promoted regulation the right way, why is the main regulator trying to disadvantage their company while giving the company Ethereum a pass that tried to skirt regulations?
One thing on this note that I think is important, we are viewed, some of you who follow Ripple might know this, we're viewed in the broader sort of blockchain, Bitcoin space as a bit of a sellout, to be perfectly honest. So the blockchain is all about being sort of anarchistic, right? You want, I mean, you know, down with the man, down with governments, down with big companies, down with banks. They're the central counterparty that is, you know, taking our stuff or charging usurious rates. We believe that the blockchain revolution, what we're doing, actually works from revolution from within rather than from out. We want to work with banks and regulators and governments to be more efficient, and we invest a lot of time in doing so. Now, we get a lot of arrows because of that, because we're sellouts. And it's ironic, sort of in a contrarian movement, we're the contrarians. Like we're not going with the flow, but we believe strongly in the impact, and it's the right approach. I don't know if I exactly addressed your question, but I think we take it super seriously, and we invest a lot of time and money to sit down with banks and make sure that we're working with them versus trying to disintermediate them and trying to skirt around the government or the regulators. We think that the digital asset space should be regulated, but it should be done in an intelligent way that it helps to preserve the innovation while protecting that, as opposed to just, the proverbial throwing the baby out with the bathwater and just overly regulate and really restrict the innovation.
Ratha K, it seems that there's an unannounced Ripple partner, Teledollar, that has extended its partnership with Ripple partner RIA, based in Costa Rica. They are also connected to Ripple users Neum and Thunes. James Roy XRP says, caution, SIM swaps. Once the SIM is swapped, the victim's calls, texts, and other data goes to the criminal's device, allowing them to reset passwords and respawn to login verifications, the FBI said. Watch out for the scams out there and make sure that you're adding every layer of protection possible. Keep your crypto safe out there. Network land on the rise, just hit over 1.1 ETH on OpenSea. This is just the early stages of the new feature. I'll see you inside the network metaverse. I'm all about the charts, but Big Brad Garlandhouse knows that the XRP is creating that bullish triangle and soon to break out of it in 2022. Let me know what you think. Blasting off 2022. Big BG knows. And with that being said, XRP is a sleeping giant, and while the SEC scrambles to kick up some more FUD, the evidence continues to pile up in Ripple's favor. We're coming for that #1 spot. While Ethereum scrambles for Ethereum 2.0, XRP is already ready for enterprise use. XRP, one of the only cryptocurrencies working with banks, working with regulators, and the only cryptocurrency going to battle against the SEC for all cryptocurrency. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander, currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes, and continuing to stay extra bullish out there. And while the 99% are out there sleeping or being distracted, the 1% diamond hands out there are loading up on the greatest opportunity of multiple lifetimes. Don't forget to keep holding on to those good vibes. And don't forget to sell the FUD, buy up that bag, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Peace out, Moon family.
Staring out my window, I got the formula, stacked them